What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, Mount Pleasant, Michigan. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Flashes will put total leather and we'll get started. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense takes the field for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Chippewas with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Right back to it. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it down the right side. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Chippewas are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. On the move. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Looking for space. It's Martin. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about Kent State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just...
It's a seam wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's...
Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State! Fitted in the window for the score.
Tight ends can be the quarterback's best friend down in this area of the field. When the windows get smaller, you need bigger targets. No better option than the big tight end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed,
Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. And it's a fumble on the play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chippewas can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Here on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak.
It's enough for a first down as the
The Chippewas are flying down the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop.
Looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he's
turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
10-yard loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
Central Michigan, 0.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
Get set.
Sends it back in motion. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. And the Chippewas decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't.
There he goes. Powers and runs through another guy. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now, guys, when you think about Kent State, they had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Kent State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
The Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Continues to fight for yards. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and... helps out his offense to start this drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Chandler. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
At the 20.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game.
It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! A great catch and run for 6.
Number 18.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
Running it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Chippewas come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he left the 1st defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Slithers into space. Running through contact. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kent State!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Kent State.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kelly Shorts Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Chippewas will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Great awareness by this defense to know where the first down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Here's the handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got the tight end. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Golden Flashes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. into the fourth quarter. Let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, better look out! A little more space, open up that playbook even more. Up the first down out to the 30. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll run the option. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Bell. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. Turning it on. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Central Michigan, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time it's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
The Golden Flashes are threatening on first and goal. Looking downfield on first down. Big fella moving. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USC.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, I love running quarterbacks, but I get it when people are conservative about it because this is why. Because they do have a tendency to fumble the football more. They don't work on those drills every day like running backs, taking care of that thing, wrapping it up, and you could see it there, and he coughed it up.
To the air on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Chippewas buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he muffs it. It's loose. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I gotta get the football.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Bell. Fires to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This
Lofts one high and deep. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.